everyone, welcome back to Quarantine with Carson. Today's video is on the Joshua Tree palette by Aether Beauty. Thank you so much, Tilla, for sending me your beautiful palettes. She also sent over the Summer Solstice palette and the Crystal Charged Cheek palette in Rose Quartz, and these are beautiful, and if you want to see me do some looks with these, I absolutely can. I probably will anyways. But let's talk about the star of the show, the latest launch. I just talked about this in the new makeup release video. If you haven't seen that, please check it out. These colors just don't really exist in the clean beauty world. You don't see palettes like this. It's not exactly a rainbow palette, but it's an all matte, colorful palette with a beautiful chocolate brown, some really beautiful browns in this palette. I'm actually like blown away by them. They're very warm and delicious, and I swatched all of these colors, swatches I'm putting up right now. Touching this palette, it's very buttery. The formula is very soft. I've only played with this palette with my fingers, so I'm excited to use some brushes and see how these pigments perform. What I will say as a part of this review, just touching it, not applying it to my eye, the black is not that black. If you're looking for the blackest black that there ever was, this is not it, and that's definitely something that's going to be more difficult to formulate with a clean beauty formula. I also would like to do a dedicated video about Aether Beauty in general. What I can say right now is that there's a lot of attention paid to being able to recycle the packaging. There's no mirrors, there's no magnets, so this is fully recyclable. Aether Beauty is doing something really cool when it comes to incorporating more color into the clean beauty industry. So why don't I create a fun look right now? What do? I want to do a brown look, and I want to utilize that yellow because it's so special. It's so special, and it swatches so beautifully. I'll do like a swatch right now for you. It swatches so beautifully. It's like this delicious mustard yellow that I absolutely love. And then there's this coral in here and this lavender and periwinkle. Like the center, it just makes me so happy. And then these browns, this terracotta color is delicious. So we're zoomed in right now, and I'm gonna go in with my all-time favorite eyeshadow brush. This is by Beautycounter. This is their all over eye brush. It's very good at picking up pigment and dispersing it on the lid. I'm gonna go into the yellow because how can I not? Primed my eye with some Air Perez concealer. Ooh, wow, okay. I'd be curious to see how this performs on deeper skin. I think if you have deeper skin, you're definitely going to need to prime with a lighter color concealer. But I can tell you right now, this just distributed pigment really quickly and easily. This is a gorgeous mustardy yellow. It's so chic. I'm kind of just going absolutely ham. I'm packing this color on. I'm putting it all over the lid and up to the brow bone and very lightly blending it out, and it's applying really beautifully. So what I want to do next is I'm going to take a pencil brush. This is also by Beautycounter. I love this brush, and I'm going to go into, it's a mustardy brown, and I'm just gonna plop that right on top. I wanna see how the colors build on top of each other. I'm gonna apply this right underneath my eye right here. Ooh, now we're talking mustardy deliciousness. Oh my god, that's so pretty. That's so cool. Now, just tapping into the palette, I'm gonna tell you right now, there's a lot of fallout, so just be wary of that. But the pigment's coming off really nicely. So I'm just connecting the bottom to the top. I will note that the color didn't come off as pigmented when layered with the yellow. Do you see that? Do you see how much more pigmented it is on bare skin? This is a clean, fluffy brush. I'm just blending out the edges. I want to wear this around the house every day. This is so pretty and interesting and cool, and I can't recall the last time I did a mustardy yellow orange look like this. Okay, so now I'm gonna take a smaller detail brush. I'm gonna go with the even deeper red right here. I almost applied this deeper red like a liner just against the lash line, pressing down, and then I'm blending out with the yellow brush I used first. That's really cool. So that just added a layer of dimension. It's almost sexy looking, not to toot my own horn or anything. I'm taking the light shade right there, putting it on my inner corner, and you're gonna see how this just brightens up my face. It kind of completes the look. I haven't done an all matte look in God knows when. Before I zoom out, I just wanted to apply some blush and highlighter. So I'm gonna go into this palette. I'm gonna use the middle shade, which is called Compassion. Wow. How pretty is that color? Wow. Whoa. I didn't see it in the monitor. I have a lot of makeup on. I haven't had this much makeup on in a while. So this is the final look. I'm hyperventilating. I can't believe what my face looks like right now. Is this real life? Are we human? Are we dancer? I haven't played obviously with every color. I have touched every color. I swatched every color. Let's talk about how the shadows I did get to put on my eye performed and my overall thoughts on the palette. I love the color choices here. I love the butteriness of the formulas. I love how pigmented the colors were that I used. These colors excite me. This is the kind of product I want to see more of in the clean beauty industry. A product that is pushing the boundaries, that is trying new things just for the sake of trying new things and trying to do it with the best possible intentions. Huge round of applause. Let's talk about the formula. I would say it's a little bit softer and it's pretty powdery. You're gonna get a lot of fallout with this. My desk is kind of a hot mess right now. Another thing I noticed is that it's kind of hard to layer the colors. Once you've set down one color, you might have trouble getting the same level of pigmentation with a second color on top of it. Did I accomplish the look? Certainly. There's a slight learning curve if you're not used to this formula. I personally don't care about black eyeshadow. What I did notice in my swatches is that the black eyeshadow in this palette does not really give you that rich, deep black pigment. So that's something to be mindful of. What I would recommend to get the full pigmentation from these products is to have some kind of a primer on your eyes. Have something slick that's gonna hold on to that color. Next time I think I'll use a little bit more of a stickier concealer as a base. I'm looking forward to creating even more looks with this, but the fact that I can create a mustardy yellow, delicious brown eye look with a clean, sustainable beauty product, I think is revolutionary. It's taking everything to the next level. If you're thinking about buying this palette, I give it a full stamp of approval. Thank you, Aether. Thank you, Tilla. I hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly. I also want to say a quick little note about the Chic palette. The colors blended beautifully. I have to also give the Chic palette a full stamp of approval. It looks so good and I'm so excited to keep playing with these colors, keep playing with these palettes. I hope you all enjoyed this look. Let me know what other videos you'd like to see from me. Please like and subscribe. I hope you have a beautiful day. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!